Welcome to the second devlog video for Reign and Ruin, a multiplayer survival sandbox game that takes place in a medieval fantasy world. In this video, we will be exploring the crafting system. Let's start by gathering some resources. You can find stone nodes along the main roads of the map. Wood will be fairly plentiful in the world of Reign and Ruin, you just need a hatchet. Clay nodes can be found near sources of water and require a shovel. Iron deposits can be found in the rockier regions. Uncommon resources like coal will require you to trek to more extreme biomes, where you need to stay vigilant at all times. Make sure to bundle up if you trek to the frozen north for limestone. Your body temperature can affect your health and your stamina. And let's just say there's some less glamorous resources to collect. If you haven't already done so, make sure you check out the previous devlog which covers Reign and Ruin's building system. The first crafting pathway we'll explore is metallurgy, which involves smelting, armor forging, and weaponsmithing. Most crafting benches in Reign and Ruin come in a regular and an advanced version. So here you'll notice a regular armoring bench and an advanced armoring bench. You can use the forge to smelt iron ores into iron bars. Simply put the fuel and start the forge. This is the upgraded advanced furnace and it uses coal as fuel. The advanced furnace can be used to smelt iron and steel. It also comes with many more smelting slots. Once all of your ores have smelted, go ahead and collect the bars and turn off the furnaces to conserve your fuel. Let's head over to the advanced armoring bench to make some steel armor. You simply click on it and it begins crafting. You'll notice there's some other armor choices here as well, such as gambeson and iron chainmail. Let's make a weapon as well in the advanced weaponsmith. You'll notice that there's many choices for weapons with many more to come. So we're going to make a Flamberg sword here. And these items will continue to craft as long as I stay near the crafting stations. While we get ourselves equipped, please keep in mind this user interface will undergo visual improvements in the future. Next, we'll look at leatherworking and fletching, which involves tanning hide, crafting leather armor, and assembling ranged weaponry. The tanneries are basically like the furnaces of the leatherworking profession. And just like the metal armoring benches, we have these leather works which are like the leather armoring benches. Using the Fletcher, you can make bows and arrows, and you can also unlock recipes for things like Viking throwing axes and crossbows by talking to NPCs. And as a quick note, if you haven't already done so, make sure you fly on over to our Discord server for the latest news on Reign and Ruin. If you're one of the first 8 people to boost our Discord server twice, you will receive a game key on our Steam Early Access launch. So let's see how effective this bow is against a bear trying to eat all of our honey. You can craft basic stone tools from your inventory, such as the skinning knife, and you can use it to skin your hunted prey. You can then cook the raw meat for food, use the fat for candles, or tan the hides to make armor and fur carpets. If you like this plush bear skin rug, please be sure to smash that like button. Now let's explore the potion making and tailoring crafting skills, which use herbs and fibers as their main ingredients. Here we have the standard potion brewy, the advanced potion brewy, and the glassworks, which can be used to make glass structures such as windows and potion vials. I'm missing a chunk of my HP, so I'm gonna make a vitality potion to restore some of my health. We also have some funny potions like the flatulence potion, which will make you fart uncontrollably. The volatile concoction can be used in explosive siege missiles, whereas the plague antidote can help cure you if you're afflicted by the plague. You can consume a potion by equipping it to your hotbar and holding down left click. You can turn the fibers that you gather in the world into fabrics using the spinning wheel. Here, I'm converting the flax I collected into linen. You can then use these processed fabrics at a loom to tailor some clothes. Tailoring clothes out of fabrics will be important to survive in hotter regions. You can also tailor elaborate outfits to immerse yourself into the medieval world of Rain and Ruin. Here are some standard clothing for female characters. Going this way, we have some more intricate outfits for more elaborate events. My goal is to allow you to craft a variety of medieval outfits to suit your playstyle. Here are some of the profession outfits for the female characters that you can craft, and you can see that there's a lot of detail that went into these outfits. Farming will be an important part of Rain and Ruin, and it's a craft which involves both crops and livestock. The process of starting your farm begins with placing down your farmer's table. Next, you want to craft a composter and maybe a straw hat while you're at it. Using the composter, you can make fertile farming soil by first adding dirt as the starting ingredient and then adding dung as the fuel. These will combine in the composter over time to give you farming crop soil. Once you have your crop soil, equip it to your hotbar and place it on the ground. You may want to throw down a few fences as well to keep the wildlife from eating your crops. If you have the necessary crop seeds in your inventory, just press E on the crop soil to plant the seeds. You also need to water each crop in order for it to grow. While I water these crops, I wanted to take a moment to thank our current Patreon patrons, especially our current active royalty Patreon patrons. So a huge thanks to M. Lar, Daniel D. Luca, Jared Miles, Mr. Chiller 910, JFR, and Joshua Robinson. I also want to thank our Knights tier Patreon patrons, Zensai, Jakub B, Londor, and Nagnar Hulf. As a solo developer, the progress of this game would not be possible without the amazing support of our community and our Patreon patrons backing this project. So thank you so much for all the support you're giving me and for helping bring this game to life. And if you're new to Rain and Ruin and you'd like to support the development of this game and really support me as a solo developer, please consider supporting this project through Patreon. It would mean a lot to me and to the future of this game. Thank you. So jumping back here to our farm, I've just harvested the tomatoes and now I can make a tomato sack. These can be sold to NPCs at the market and is a great way to turn your farm crops into gold. There are currently 21 farmable crops in Rain and Ruin, including trees, herbs, fruits, and vegetables, with plans for more in the future. These crops can be used for cooking, making potions, or generating gold for yourself or for your guild. There are passive stations which produce items for you over time, such as bee skeps which produce honey. You can build a water well for readily available water. And you can make a chicken coop as well, which provides feathers and eggs. Cooking will be crucial to your survival in Reign and Ruin. The feasts you can cook are also great for elaborate medieval roleplay scenarios. Cooking at the very basic level, you can hunt your prey, skin it for raw meat, and then cook that meat on an open campfire. This is ideal if you're exploring or if you're facing starvation while you're far away from home. All you need to do is drop the wood into the fuel section, drop the meat in, and start the campfire. And from there, as the meat cooks, have a seat and enjoy the scenery. You can make more heartier meals by using a prep table and a stove pit. Here you can see we have a vegetable stew and a meat stew, which combines different ingredients and provides more sustenance. If you're looking to cook up a more elaborate medieval feast, then you can use the advanced chef table, where there's many medieval feast items with more to come. You can use the advanced oven to bake breads, pastries, and cakes. So I've prepared this elaborate medieval feast here. Even though I'm not a chef by any means in real life, in Reign and Ruin, I can be. So I'm just going to help myself to this meat and ale pie. Grab a seat here. Thank you again for watching this devlog number 2 for Reign and Ruin. There's so many more crafting pathways in this game that I didn't get to cover in this video, including jewel smithing, siege works, stone masonry, candle making, beverage making, and the list goes on. So be sure to subscribe for the next devlog, join our Discord for updates, and have a happy, successful, and safe new year.